Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Mostly Low Budget Movie Reviews. I am your host, Clarence. Thank you for tuning in. In today's episode, I have a movie trending #1 on Prime. As of this recording, anyway, it's called The Bluff. Now, it's listed as an action-adventure drama, and it appears to be a pirate movie, which I can't remember the last time I watched any kind of pirate movie, so what is this one about? Now, we get right into a boarding situation. Pirate Captain Connor and his crew take over a vessel, and they find a gold bar with his mark on it. Now, he questions the other captain where he got it from and where's the rest. Meanwhile, former pirate Ursel lives a quiet life on a remote island with her disabled son and sister-in-law. Now, they're unaware that she used to be a pirate. She's waiting for her husband, TH, to return, but he is 59 days overdue. Everything is fine until Captain Connor shows up. He's looking for the rest of the gold and Ursel, who he has history with. And he is not leaving until he has both of them. And that's where I'm going to stop. From there, Ursel, who, spoiler free, known by another name for her pirate days, must turn back into the person she was to protect her family and settle this once and for all with Captain Connor. So what does the pros think? Well, they came in at a 60% on 40 reviews, with the audience at a 64% on over 250 ratings on the Rotten scale. But what did I think? Well, let me get into these positives. Now, not sure how to pronounce the lead's name. I don't want to butcher it too much, but I think it's Priyanka Chopra Jonas, I think is how you say it. Anyway, she was really good in this role. A lot of time with these female action leads, it's just simply not believable. Now, her actions and the way she carried herself was solid. She did a good job with the fight choreography, but the real strength is the action. There is a lot of it, and it can get pretty gory, which is something I always appreciate. It's aware and knows when to switch gears, so you never really get too bored with it. Which does lead me into the negatives, though. There is nothing original about this at all. It's a pretty straightforward story with mostly paper-thin characters with no real depth to them. The dialogue is pretty below average for the most part. And it does get you to the next action sequence, because you're kind of, just waiting for the next action sequence to happen because there's not a whole lot. Like I said, not a whole lot of original things going on. A certain amount of unbelievability is expected in action movies, but they do cross the line here several times. And I mean, actually, with a little bit more polish to the dialogue and maybe a little twist thrown in here or there, this could have been much better. But yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about this one. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I don't want to beat this one up too much. Did I enjoy it? And you know what? Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm going to say yes. And more so agree with the pros here. Put it right at a 60% on the Rotten scale. Even with all the flaws, it still scrapes by on the strength of that lead performance. I did enjoy her performance. And with some solid action set pieces. I mean, they were put together. They were pretty entertaining. There are a couple of original takes as far as like the action, the way that was set up. But other than that, I mean, I already don't want to beat a dead horse, but the story was pretty basic. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's just one of those throwaway action popcorn movies you can put on and watch. Don't rewind it if you miss some dialogue or whatever. It's not that important. And, as long as you go in with those expectations and focus on the action rather than the story, you should have fun with it. With that being said, I'll close it out right here. If this is your first time, don't make it your last. This has been a Podbean production, mostly low-budget movie reviews with Clarence. Thank you for support. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. And, so we'll be back with several pieces of content this weekend. Actually, I believe I may be able to put 2 videos up. One is going to be from an early review of a movie that someone sent me. And it is in the thriller horror category. And I've also got sent a trailer for early reaction. So I think I might have both of those up this weekend. But as I stated, that's not going to be here on the podcast. You're going to have to go over to the YouTube channel, Low Budget Movie Reviews with Clarence, to get that additional content. So you're going to want to subscribe and look at everything to get the full picture, full scope of everything I got going on over here. And I'm also playing around with some print stuff because now that I'm on social media, people are, doom scrolling and looking at everything. I think I might start printing out these reviews and scripts and maybe post them somewhere. I'm not sure where or how I'm going to do that yet, but I will start posting those links on my social media, so definitely be on the lookout for that if and when that time comes. But thank you once again. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time. Peace.